Hey guys, what is going on? This is Larknok 1, and welcome back to part 5 of my Let's Play of Civilization Beyond Earth. Last time, the African Union done put a colonist down here, and I think he got wiped out by the aliens. So we ended up being able to take Javed, which is very nice, without having to war the African Union. And they are no longer in first place, which is good. But alas, Hutama is, so that's not good. Yeah, having neighbors that are in power is bad, okay? Who's the weakest right now? Me, followed by the Slavic Feds, oddly. Interesting. Good to know that the Slavic Feds are weak. Yeah, it means I could probably expand this way without really being opposed at all. For example, like that 7 Xenomass and some other Xenomass down here. It's pretty good tiles. I don't know if I'm going to do that right away. Again, I have really a lot of access to all this land over here, and with this colonist coming out in 5 turns, I'm probably going to plop him down right here. Get a forward against any sort of African Union advance onto this continent, and yeah, and we might send some troops down here to explore what's going on, because there's definitely a nest down there from what I gather from all my troops. And this here worker has finished the Xenomass well, so what is next for him? He could probably build a road up to Sabda. Sabda has not seen any workers yet, so it only makes sense. So let's go ahead and send him that way. Our worker over here on the plantation just finished. Let's send him on the silica, you know? Getting that mine up is going to give Syra just that much more production. Let's get the uncontrolled soldiers healing and get black hunters back into friendly land. KP Ranger here can probably start bombarding. Make sure that the hated warriors are nice and protected. And this worker here, I'm actually going to send him up and help Sabda. Sabda looks like it could use some improvements, and especially, you know, getting these roads online. It's going to be a priority one. Okay, so Suzanne Fielding has declared war on Elodie, and Dao Ming declared war on Elodie, which looks like she's probably done for. That's really bad. I hope the city goes to the ARC. Because I believe the PAC are in 2nd place right now, which is no good. Let me verify that. No, they are in 1st place. Okay, well that is very bad. Hopefully, you know, they don't get crushed. Let's start a mine here, and this guy right here, Black Hunters, is probably fine. And our trade convoy in Sabda. We want to send this bad boy down to Mandara and get it going, or alternatively we could go for Syra and give them extra resources. Other options. Go to Asraya. Asraya would get more production, and Sabda would get a little bit of food. But I think this is probably the best. Give Mandara all the goodies. Pump that colonist out as soon as possible. Alright, so we definitely want to start building this road now. And the aliens aren't really there right now. Interesting. Well, we're healing up double right now. So I could get this guy down, this Marine. He'd be a little damaged, so I'm going to let him heal up a little bit more before we decide to send down. And our worker here finished the Xenomass well, so what to do with him? We could keep improving for Mandara, that's not a bad option, or we could begin building the road to Javed, which is going to soon complete. So I think that's probably wisest. I'm going to get him up on the road there and send him down next turn. We can just have our rangers just chill. There we go. Nice and healed up. I'm going to do a bit of an excursion down towards that nest now. Oh, and they came back. Alright, so this guy, we wanted him over here to go ahead and build a road down to Javed. As for you, let's shoot once. And bring this ranger down as well. Get him down. And can we fight? Yes, we can. I love this Immersive Armies mod so much. Look at all the units. So cool. Alright, so Syra finished its clinic. So now the question is do we want to invest into a laboratory for long-term sustainable science? We could probably counteract a lot of the local health here with a pharma lab, or we could go for an auto plant, which is super long term. I'm going to think about, you know, it's either for me between the pharma lab or the lab. I want either one relatively soon. Probably the Pharma Lab. I feel like we're going to get super unhealthy, and that's going to be super critical to, you know, shutting us down. So we got to definitely deal with that. Soraya is probably fine on that front. So over here, it's a different question. I'm going to grab the lab here. I think it's fine, and then we could probably go for an auto plant there. And we just be just dandy. Oh, well, someone's getting attacked from the south. Is that an African Union? Gunner? Or tank, I guess? Combat rover? Well, whatever it is getting attacked by the aliens right now. We did not fare well at all against it. And Javed is completed. We'll finish it off with our Obsidian Outsiders. Super weird name. And who is that? I genuinely can't tell. It's not telling me. Well, we'll walk this way. It is probably the African Union. And look at that! Another Xenomass. So that is probably grounds for another expansion. At any rate, Javed is done. So let's go ahead and get the trade depot online as soon as we can. We can get this Marine out there now. And here, the fiber is done. So what do we want to do with him? We could improve this fruit, get a 4 food tile online. It's definitely a good option. And Iron Patriots, we can get him down as well. All these guys probably safe to expand downwards now. As for you, go ahead and build me a road. Javed must be connected. And we got our colonists coming out in 1 turn, which is very good. We definitely have to grab this forward land. Shut down the African Union, make sure that they don't have any expansion spots. Yeah, those are my priorities. Shutting down the Polyaustralians and the African Union together. This is going fairly well, though. Well, let's get him this way. We can probably have this soldier just accompany him. Where to send this Marine? We'll get him there. Oh, wow. Resource pod, of all places. And another Xenomass right there. Wow. So much Xenomass on this map. But yeah, this is definitely a strong location for another city. This is definitely a forward spot that I want. So that's where that colonist is going for sure. We can send our guy down there. Just getting oversight on these regions. Colonist down in Mandara. So now, what to do? We could just grab the auto plant for long-term production. The cider nursery wouldn't be bad for like 1 health and, you know, 1 science. But we could get another colonist in just 4 turns. Oh, we're running a little low on the coffers. Yeah, that's not good. That's just a combination of a lot of things. Mostly our units. Mostly our lack of international trade routes. So we definitely want to get that back on the table. So, you know, we'll shut off the renew on all these trade routes and take a strong, hard look at what we can do to solve that energy crisis. If I were to do this, that would actually solve it. But I don't want to do that. The thing is it shuts down my science, and I'm about to get computing, which would help with more science. I think, let's check our thorium reactor count in all these places. Well, there's 1 here, none there, none, of course, 1 here, and none there. Alright, so that's obviously what it's coming down to. We just need more thorium reactors, and we need the thorium reactor quest online. So that's not good. Are we still growing like that? Yeah, we are. 6 turns. But I really need that colonist, so I will go through 4 turns of just like nothing, just so I can ensure that I take all these forwards. It's just super critical. How many cities do I have right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That never needs to be higher. It must always be higher. These workers, they finish their roads. Oh, that's the other thing. The roads are costing us a pretty penny. Yeah, not much you can do about that, besides just go ahead and finish them. Oh well. We'll run into the deficit on energy. It should start deleting some of our units, though, which is kind of not cool. Yeah, it just disbanded Mr. Random Explorer, which he's been just doing nothing forever, so doesn't really bother me. We could grab the Meeb Web now, which would certainly be critical to getting more virtues as we go. So that definitely looks like the strongest option here. Yeah, we're gonna go for the meme web. The sooner you get those two guys, the better. Alright, so we need to get soldier out there. Oops, not here. There we go. The worker finished his road. He'll move in next turn. Alright, so you are working that, and he could be here. It's not bad. I'm going to cross the river first, though. We'll have them finish the road that way. So the African Union stole our little resource pod, whatever. Again, I just want to kind of get sight on all this land that I didn't know was here. It's pretty good stuff. Most of it is like riverside, which is definitely good. I mean, you see some desert hills and stuff. Gold's not bad. This is definitely a very solid place to put a city. I don't think it's above the priority of being here, and maybe one up there is. Those are really high priority spots. So that's going to be where this next colonist goes. And I might have to, you know, focus on solving some of the other empire problems before I focus on anything else after that. At the moment, I'm just getting sight on stuff. African Union gunners are scary. You know what I might want to do is condense my military, like on that line, because a war with the African Union could happen of their own accord. Alright, so there, one of my gunners just got deleted. That's not good. Not good at all. But that's what it's forcing me to do because we're running a deficit right now. Can I do an energy focus? I can. That brings the energy down a little bit, but it's not enough to matter. What if I did that everywhere? Oh, it stagnates. See, that's not good. Can't have that. Alright, we need to be locking into this food tile, by the way. Honestly, all of the food tiles. The more growth we get, the better from community medicine. If we can get everything to 6, you know, some of our health problems will just disappear. But this is pretty critical, slowing us down just a bit. All right, this soldier, you know, we could delete Black Hunters. He did a bunch of work for us. He got 4 kills so far, but somebody might want to take the heat on this one and protect us from, I don't know, the deficit, I guess. 8 energy per turn. It's a bit of a problem. Well, we'll start that road there. I'm going to send this guy up. I don't know. I really can't. Not much I can do. I just kind of got to get this colonist over there and make sure the colonist isn't, you know, costing us any energy. Finish these roads. Get our energy per turn up a little bit. And pray for the thorium reactor quest. Seems like the best option. So yeah, I know we're losing energy. We didn't lose a unit that turn though, which is very good. Silica mine all done. Very good. I could delete this worker, but I'm not gonna. I feel like it's a waste of production for other stuff. So we'll get him there, and we could probably send him eastward to Javed or this new city that will be popping down shortly. Now the question is where. I think a central location is not bad, but I guess closest to them is as possible is also good. So here's a great spot, I'd say. Yeah, that's where he's going. For sure. And definitely want to condense these guys back in. Alright, and then this, we need a road here. And then we will be done. Okay, that's a lot of polystyrene units. Not good. This is why we need to be bringing... See, the thing is you need to have a lot of units and a lot of energy and a lot of everything. So this is why you'll often see a rush to, you know, to the solar collector, which just gives you so much energy that you can just kind of deal with anything you want. Not a bad option once we get out of our little valley of horrible here. So they just made peace. I don't see any change, but maybe they traded a city or two. Who knows? Cooperation agreement with Dao Ming has ended. Oh well, losing energy. No unit got deleted though, so that's good. We're now -10 though. This is not good. And our colonist came online. Alright, so it's time to swap to the industrial focus and get us positive at least. Can I lock in to food tiles though? Which I really want to do. make sure that we're getting all that food we can. Well, there we go. We're growing now pretty well, and we're now positive in energy. At least as long as that lasts, which, not as long as I'd like, but, you know. Well, we gotta get this guy up north. Military units are gonna have to come out shortly, too. Because, again, all these armies are being a little scary. Having a lot of cities is like that, though. It's kind of just troublesome to hold on to them all. Well, we'll get this guy in position and drop him down. Let's get these guys in a little bit. Suddenly the aliens aren't too scary, and all the human players are. We definitely need these workers over there. And Australia finished its lab. Very good. What to do with you now? Autoplant's not bad. You know, the unhealth isn't quite hurting our production yet, which is good. We're about to hit 4, though, so we'd have space for 2 more. So let's go ahead and grab the Pharma Lab. Again, unhealth is getting to be an issue. Anything where it approaches like -20 is a problem. Java needs a lot of workers. All of these are forests. Nasraya just grew, and we're running a deficit again. Should fix itself, though, now that this road is finished. And this marine is in place. We want to... Where is our colonist? Claim that territory up there. Can we take this spot now? Yes, we can. What's the name of that city? Vasanta. Very good, Vasanta. Get our guy in place. Trade convoy. We might want to consider an international trade route now, just for the science in mid-game, and also the energy. It'll save us a little bit. And the downside is that Mandura doesn't get quite as many resources, and Australia is a little low on production. I'm gonna go for it, and hope that we don't get conflict with Polystralia. And that actually might improve our diplomatic relations with them a little bit. They're stacking pretty hard, though. A little worrisome. Oh well, road finished here. Let's go ahead and get working on that titanium mine. And this KP worker, we definitely want him in Javed helping out.
No village?
No. Not happening, buddy. As far as I'm concerned, he is public enemy number 1. And the Australians are glad that we're trading with them. Thank you. Good to be friendly with them. They are leading the world.
I love computers because they automate the tedious stuff and give us more time for important things like market manipulation.
Alright, there we go. Computing done. It's going to give us extra science everywhere. And we might want to grab the thorium reactor now. Maybe. Units are also something that we need. That's the problem. And you kind of need everything for them. Energy to support them, production to build them, science to keep advancing. I'm going to go for the lab. What I'm curious is, can we get photo systems? Could we rush that? I mean, organics would be nice on its own a little bit for some generator energy. We could build some of those. But then photo systems is just really good itself. Because you get the solar collector and a large amount of affinity points towards harmony, which would get us, I think, at least 2 levels. I think about 2 levels, actually, which would get us to 3. And then, you know, that would unlock the xenofuel plant, xeno nursery, and the rest. Other options, you know, alien life forms for the production. Sorry, for the culture. Pretty good. Other stuff. Fabrication is, I guess, not bad. It's actually quite good for production. You get your alloy foundries up, and suddenly titanium is just like the biggest gorge of production in the game. Mag rails are also not bad. But the thing is, we really need energy. So, you know, organics is usually the solution to that, and we could do that. We could also look for geophysics and prey on geothermal wells being in our land. We have so many cities, though, so it's probably likely. I don't know. It's 6 turns. I think we're going to go with organics here. We want the energy. We want to be able to build more military units and get them places. This worker, what to do with you? Cyber's probably fine. We need more workers, like, everywhere. Here we go. This bad boy, where to put you? We can get working on this forest grassland. And this one, we'll put him over on this forest grassland. Our third guy coming in, he will work on the xenomass right there. That is a fat quantity of xenomass. Worker here. Wait, since when has there been an alien skeleton there? I think they must have killed a worm, because I don't see any other way for that to happen. Anyways, let's get working on that fiber and get our colonist up that way. It's quite a big Polystralian combat rover army. They really do love to roll around in those things. Get fortified. Just sit here. Yeah, we could put another city down here, but I think we might want to stop expanding shortly. We'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cities. Just really a lot. Where to put you? We wanted to get the xenomass, so I think up here is probably the best spot. Unless there's a better one. Here could be good. The problem is I think the xenomass is just as close to Sabda as it would be here. We have to buy out to it. This does take a bit of a more of a forward. It grabs 2 titanium. I think it just shares a lot of resources with Sabda though, which is a problem. I'm not a... I don't even know why I'm debating that. It's actually too close. It's technically way too close to Sabda. So we will have to do up here. Oh well. Alright, worker. We wanted him on the xenomass, that's right. Javed will be improved rapidly. Cut down all these forests. Alright, recycler done. So now, what do we want? Energy's gotten to be kind of a concern. So is health, though. Sabda will be growing shortly. So the clinic is a really safe option to deal with some of that unhealth. Yeah. I'm not going to prioritize the old Earth Relic right now. Kind of want the clinic online. I think we're fine culturally. We're doing really well. No, we don't do favors. We're a bunch of meanies like that. Let me check the timer here. Yeah, we still got a little bit of time. All right, so we wanted him up here on the coast. Oh, cool, some algae. I didn't even expect that, but you know, it's nice. Xenomass well and quest decision. Ooh, the thorium reactor quest. Give me the energy. I need it. I require it. All right, like that, I believe we can come off of this and go ahead and grab the auto plant. Can we swap? Can we reset? Or I was locked in, so we probably want to stay like the way I was locked in. These are some really good tiles. Yeah, that's the only ones I want to prioritize. And next turn. Mandara hits 9 population. Very good. Once we hit 10 there, we will be getting our, what do you call it? Second trade route from Mandara. Very good. Javed's getting it straight out in just 5 turns, so we gotta keep that in mind. And we can plop down another city now. What's this name? Arda? I can't tell. Harsha. Alright. They really like ending their city names with A's, don't they? A, and A. Over here too. What's the exception to the rule? Javed. Javed is the exception to the rule. Interesting though. Well, the more... We're doing pretty good. I'm glad the thorium reactor energy issue has been solved. And now we're running a little pot negative, actually. I'm not sure what just happened there. Probably finishing our buildings. The pharma lab's done here. We kind of need the auto plant. It's a must-have. We could use more food things here. I'm glad we have these 3, though. These are a nice core 3. And this soldier here, we might want to bring him down. Holding the forward line here is probably just fine, actually. Finish that mine. This soldier is probably good where he is. 2 new cities coming online. We're going to face a lot of unhealth issues. We're going to go over that boundary of 20. But that, guys, is the time limit right there. So let me just finish this up. No thank you. No war for us. Woo! We're doing excellently. That right there is the episode, guys. So thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And subscribe, because you know what? I'm coming out with content like this every single day. You should expect to see an episode come out every day. Well, until next time, guys. Take care.